everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture. None was more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season almost a quarter of all NBA players worn them. That's not just a tribute to the Mamba, but a testament to a design that has stood the test of time. P.J. Tucker called them the best hoop shoe ever. Strong praise. Kevin?
Thanks, David. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. All out there with Rozier, and it's Hayward in at small forward. And for the Hawks, they've got Gallinari. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich, and it's Young in at the 1. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
Yeah, and it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Young outside from deep three-point range. The shot, no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. Now Rozier. Pass the ball. Washington kicks to Hayward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Got a piece of it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Young. Down low. Stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Rozier. Rebound Atlanta.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. They get a hand on it. Young with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Young's running. Bogdanovich wide open. That 3 off the mark. And, of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Young's shot is good.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Ball against Young. Hayward outside. Launches it. No good that time.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bogdanovich passes to Young. Knocks it loose. Ball with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Ball kicks to Rozier. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And he lays it straight in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Charlotte also making some changes. Biyombo is checked in for Zeller. Bridges comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ball. Now, here's Reddish. Rondo looking around. Here's Okongwu. Atlanta again missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Rondo bounce pass. Now, here's Hunter. Defense is right there. Now, here's Biyombo. Rozier with the ball. Pass to Bridges. Back to Graham. And so the ball's out of bounds. Graham touched it last. Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Poked loose and stolen by Graham. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Excels at driving to the basket. Bridges making the D get physical with him when he penetrates.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Makes the first.
You know, what I love about Bridges is just the all-around game. He scores, rebounds, passes, and defends well, too. Just an exciting young prospect.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Resch. The layup off target.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. So, hey, guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. To the wing on the left. And here is Hunter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Good decision by DeAndre Hunter, showing leadership skills and the ability to be a great teammate.
We come back right after this. Just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. They've got Bismack Biyombo. Miles Bridges is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Rozier in at the 2-guard spot. You know, discussing Biyombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, isn't it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes, only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and then parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
So it's the Hawks following the bucket by the Hornets. Dunn dishes to Okongwu. Back to Dunn. Pocket 4. He lines it up. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Gallinari, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. The Hornets also changing it up. Zeller, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. And Ball subbed in for Rozier. Charlotte leading by 8. The pass to Ball. With the teardrop, the basket is good off the assist from Graham. Ball's got his first bucket in this one. Graham against Dunn. From 11 feet away. Here's Gallinari, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And that is a foul. It's on the Charlotte Hornets.
Up and down career for Gallinari. A skilled forward with size has struggled because of health.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on open. And with that, the Hornet leaders get back down to 8 points. They needed that one from Young. For Charlotte, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Now, here's Ball. He has 5. That one goes. Count it.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Young against Graham. Goes up on the wing. Bogdanovich inside. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Hayward. Trae Young grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 10. 1:11 left in the first half of the game. And the shot goes in.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
Charlotte's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
And the Hawks making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. There's 37 seconds left here in the second. He gets that one.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Passes it to Hayward. And that one is good. And the Hornets lead by 8.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
The try by Rondo. Count that one.
What precision from Rondo. Even when he gets knocked around, he keeps his focus and nails the shot.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
19 seconds left in the first half. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Hayward, left side, and he gets the bucket.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hornets ahead. They're up by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Kenny, at a bit of a crossroads are the Charlotte Hornets. They've had some talent over the years, but haven't been able to get over the hump.
Yeah, sometimes when you come to the fork in the road, you got to go for it. Yep, and it's hard for them to figure this out. You know, their draft record hasn't been a hit. Just letting you know, MJ got to get it right.
But if you get to the fork in the road and go straight, aren't you going like off-road?
Yeah, you got to create your own path. Sometimes you got to create your own path.
Anyway, I remember coach changes. Every time you go to a new system, you start over.
Which fork do you take when you get to it?
I don't take a fork. I'm in my spaceship.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Young in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. A nice shot by Young.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And here are the Hornets now. Ball against Young, and it's Ball penetrating, and he uses the glass on the layup. Ball's got 9. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. They trail by 7. Left side, Collins. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He's calm. He's confident. Young has that hit factor.
Hayward outside. That one off the back iron and out.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
But they get it back. Young outside. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Young's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Hawks. Hayward outside. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Good on the bucket. 10 points for him.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Atlanta calls timeout. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Hunter comes in for John Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Rozier looking around. And there's the feed to Bridges. Here's Washington. And no good that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
Stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Graham against Young. Rozier for 3. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got his 4th assist in this one. Atlanta's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Young's shot is off.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
To the left wing, and the wide open shot from Reddish. Here's Hunter. He kicks it to Okongwu. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Okongwu. Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Dunn comes in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Zeller's checked in. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Graham, the pass to Rozier. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Graham. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 3.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Hornets lead by 1. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. All out there with Devontae Graham. And it's Hayward. Then it's Bridges. And it's Zeller in the foul. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. And the Hawks making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Pass to Graham. Back to Bridges. Graham surveying the floor, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Hawks trail by 3. Outside Rondo. Nice move, he stepped back and cast it up.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
The shot by Hayward, wide open, misses the 3.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Rondo on top. Graham defending. Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Charlotte calls timeout. Trae Young, he's checked in for Atlanta. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. James Borrego had some words for his team over the break. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Young against Graham. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Washington's checked in for Miles Bridges. And it's Rozier in for ball. Young drives in, and the dunk by Capella.
So dangerous in the pick and roll. Trae makes quick reads and great decisions.
Charlotte leading by 3. Hayward outside. And the rejection by Collins. And here's the break. Young with no one around. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They've led by as many as 11 points. That's a 2 from Rozier. And again, the Hornets missing. For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Shots good from Young.
Never afraid to take the big shot. Trae Young, we have to call you Mr. Young.
Hayward against Gallinari. And Hayward gets it to go. And the Hornets lead by 2.
Those are the shots you expect him to make. Gordon Hayward up to the task.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To the paint, here's Graham. Good!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And here's Young from the arc. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Incredible. Often the smallest guy on the floor, Young consistently comes up with the biggest plays.
Gallinari with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Young's shot is off.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Hayward looking over the floor. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the defensive 3-second call. So he hits the technical free throw.
Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the strike.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're in front by 3. 7 seconds left in the game. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Devontae Graham.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.